In the quiet village of Petrovka, nistwet among rolling hills and ancient birch forests, lived a man named Sergei. He was a sturdy fellow in his late 50s, with calloused hands from years of working the land and a face with lines from both labor and hardship. Sergei had a daughter, Anna, whom he cherished more than the sunrises that painted his fields golden each morning. Anna had married a young man named Dmitri, her husband now for 3 years. Dmitri, or Dima as everyone called him, was a city boy from Moscow, with soft hands and a quick mind shaped by office desks and computer screens. He had moved to the village to be with Anna, but he often felt like an outsider in this world of soil and seasons. The air in Petrovka carried the scent of fresh earth and wood smoke, especially in the evenings when families gathered around simple dinners. Sergei's home was a modest wooden cottage. It is always adorned with faded photographs and shelves of pickled vegetables from the garden. Dima remembered the first time he met Sergei, 5 years ago. The elder man had eyed him suspiciously, his bushy eyebrows furrowed like storm clouds. "You think you can take care of my Anna?" Sergei had grumbled, his voice deep and gravely. Dima had nodded eagerly, but inside, he wondered if he had ever won the man's approval. Sergei was traditional, set in his ways, and Dima's modern ideas about life often clashed with the village rhythms. One crisp autumn day, as leaves turned shades of amber and crimson, a problem arose that tested the family's bonds. Anna had been feeling unwell for weeks, tired, with itches that wouldn't fade. At first, they thought it was the changing weather, the chill seeping into bones. But when Sergei visited the local doctor, the news came like a gentle rain turning into a downpour. Anna was pregnant, but there were complications. The baby was healthy, yet Anna needed rest, special care, and medicines that weren't cheap. The village clinic could only do so much. They'd have to travel to the city for tests and treatments. Dima felt the weight of it all settle on his shoulders. He loved Anna deeply, her warm smile and kind eyes that mirrored her father's hidden softnesses. But money was tight. His job as a remote accountant paid enough for their small life, but not for unexpected burdens. Sergei, too, worried in silence. He passed the creaky porch at night, staring at the stars, his pipe glowing faintly in the dark. Dima tried to talk to him about it, suggesting they sell some land or borrow from neighbors. "We'll manage," Dima said one evening over tea, his voice steady but uncertain. Sergei just grunted, his eyes distant, as if the conversation stirred old memories he'd rather leave buried. Days turned into weeks, and the atmosphere in the cottage grew thick with unspoken fears. Mornings began with the soft clink of cups and the aroma of porridge simmering on the stove. Anna rested in bed, her hand on her growing belly, whispering stories to the unborn child about the village's endless fields. Dima helped where he could, chopping wood, tending the garden, but he sensed Sergei pulling away, becoming more gruff. "City folk always think money solves everything," Sergei muttered on us, when Dima mentioned applying for a loan. Dima bit his tongue, feeling the sting of rejection. He couldn't imagine bridging the gap with his father-in-law, the man seemed as unyielding as the frozen earth in winter. Then comes a gentle twist, on a foggy morning when mist hung low over the hills like a soft blanket. Dima awoke to the sound of hammering outside. He peered through the frost-lashed window and saw Sergei in the old barn, his breath visible in the cold air. Curious, Dima bundled up and walked over, the crunch of leaves underfoot breaking the silence. Inside, the barn smelled of hay and aged wood. Sergei was bent over a workbench, surrounded by towels and scraps of lumber. In the center stood a cradle, hand-carved, with smooth curves and intricate patterns of birch leaves etched into the sides. "What is this?" Dima asked softly, his voice echoing in the dim space. Sergei straightened, wiping sweat from his brow despite the chill. He looked at Dima with eyes that held a vulnerability Dima had never seen. "For the little one," Sergei said, his voice low and steady. "I made one for Anna when She was born. Her matter, sh helped M10. He post, the words hanging in the air like the mist outside. Dima knew the story vaguely. Sergey's wife had passed away young, leaving him to raise Anna alone. But Sergey never spoke of it. Dima stepped closer, running his fingers over the wood. It was warm to the touch, polished with scar. It is beautiful, he murmured. I didn't know you called. Sergey chuckled, a rare sound that rumbled like distant thunder. There is a lot you don't know, son. I've been saving scraps for years, thinking one day. He trailed off, then met Dima's gas. I sold my father's old watch last week. The one with the gold chain. Got enough for the medicines and the trips to the city. Didn't want to worry you kids. Dima's heart skipped. The watch, Sergey's prized possession, a relic from his own father, carried through wars and famines. You didn't have to, Dima said, his throat tight. I did, Sergey replied, placing a heavy hand on Dima's shoulder. Family isn't about imagining the worst. It is about dying what is needed, even when it hurts. The words lingered, a quiet revelation. Dima realized then that Sergey's gruffness wasn't rejection, it was armor, built from losses and love. As the fog lifted that day, so did the tension in the cottage. They shared the news with Anna over warm soup, her eyes lighting up at the sight of the cradle brought inside. Weeks passed with smoother rhythms, trips to the city, where doctors confirmed all would be well with rest and care. Dima and Sergey worked side by side in the garden, their conversations flowing easier, like a stream after spring thaw. Dima learned stories of Sergey's youth, of dances under starry skies and hardships that forged his strength. Winter arrived softly, blanketing Petrovka in snow that sparkled under the moon. Anna gave birth to a healthy boy, named Ivan after Sergey's father. The cradle rocked gently in the corner, a symbol of unspoken bonds. Dima watched Sergey hold his grandson for the first time, tears glistening in the old man's eyes. I never imagined this joy again, Sergey whispered. In the end, the family sat by the fire, the crackle of logs a soothing lullaby. Dima felt a deep peace, knowing that love, like the villages in the hills, could surprise even the most guarded huts. Life in Petrovka continued, slow and steady, with each day weaving stronger threads of connection. And in quiet moments, Dima smiled, grateful for the unimaginable gift of belonging. Word count 1024.